Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hello, my name is Sarah and I'm so glad you clicked on today's video. Today is actually the first bunny video I'm ever doing. I had asked you guys if you were interested, but I realized not that many people comment yet, so I'm just gonna do the video. I'm gonna show you guys how I prep my salads for the week. I actually was on a bunny group on Facebook and someone asked me how I prep my salads, and I was like, I should make a video. So if this is the first video you're ever seeing, I have a 3-year-old Holland Lop. His name is Archie. He's actually upstairs, so I can't show you him, but I'll insert a picture of him. If you are looking for any more bunny care videos, I'm definitely no expert, but I think we are all in a learning curve together as bunny owners. So I'm happy to share anything you guys want to see on the channel. So as for this week, I try to switch it up every single week. So last week I did turnip greens, lettuce, and cilantro, and this week I grabbed some other stuff. This amount of stuff normally lasts me about a week and a half, but this actually might last me more because I got more variety this week. So I just go to Giant. I don't know if there's Giant everywhere. I live in Maryland, but I go to Giant and I go to the produce section and I pick out greens that are good for bunnies. I try to switch it up every week in things that are low in different things so that I'm not like feeding him too much of one thing. There are disputes over which vegetables or leafy greens are good or bad for your bunny. I try to pick most things that are low as like an oxalate, because I don't like, you shouldn't be giving your bunny a lot of oxalic acid or something. I think that's what it's called. So I try to pick one from those categories, and then some weeks I don't choose one from that at all. Like this week I have nothing high. So I will show you what I got. I got one big thing of bok choy. I've actually never seen a thing of bok choy this large ever. So I got one of these, which I'll tell you prices just so that you can like figure out. The bok choy was $5.40. It's a big thing of bok choy, but that's actually the most I've ever spent. Well, that's not true. Romaine is normally around the same for like the bag of romaine. And then I got one thing of turnip greens. We tried turnip greens for the first time last week and he really liked them. So I'm gonna do those again. And then I got one bag of kale. So this is the thing that people are iffy on, whether this is high in oxalic acid or not. So I don't give it every week, but this week he's gonna get it. So that, oh, the turnip greens were 95 cents, and then the bag of kale was $3. I try to buy organic when I can, but with the virus, it's just hard to get like anything in general, so I get what I can. And then I bought 3 bunches of cilantro, which were about $1.30 each. So this week's total was $13.80, and this will last me more than a week. So Archie gets greens in the morning. This doesn't mean anything. This is from when I was away. But he gets greens in the morning, so I find it easiest to pre-prep it, so I can just go in, get the bag, and like be done with it. So each one of these bunches, there's 3 in here, of paper towel has 1 full serving of greens, which is 2 cups. So he has 3 days left, so I'll put these in the front, and then I will make these ones. So these have turnip greens, cilantro, and lettuce in them. So I'm going to take these out and place them on the side so I can put them at the top of whatever bag is last, so that he can eat these first, since they're gonna go bad first. So normally to do this process, I watch a YouTube video, I clean off this counter, which I haven't done yet, but I just use like a multi-purpose, clean it off, and then I will make piles. So I'll put paper towel out up here, and I'll make like a pile of chopped cilantro, a pile of chopped bok choy, a pile of each. And then this is like my prep area. As for what I use to prep, I use a freshly washed cutting board and a sharp knife. Alex is gonna cringe when he sees I'm using this knife, because this is not what it's supposed to be used for. And then I use a measure. You don't really need to do this if you have the bowl, but Archie has his bowl right now that I use to put his food in. Because I kind of like memorized like what like height the bowl should look to be full 2 cups. Anyway, it'll squish the greens in here, and then when it gets to 2 cups, like that's a serving. So yeah, that's what I use. And then this is a salad spinner. It's from OXO. They are pretty expensive, but I'm pretty sure you can get cheaper ones because OXO is a pretty like bougie brand. Anyway, it helps a lot with getting all the water off, which is going to help you when you are storing because you want the least amount of water possible, because the more water, the faster it's going to go bad and get wilted and soggy. So I'm starting off with the cilantro. There's 3 bunches here. He hates the stems, and also the stems are not what's good for him anyway. So I'm going to chop those off and throw them away, and then I will take the rest and pop it into the colander part of this thing. So this is why I really like this. It has a colander in it. So you take this out, you place your greens in, you wash it, and then you spin it. So I'm going to do that with the cilantro first. So I just finished with the cilantro. It is all dried, cleaned, and I wanted to stress how important it is to wash your greens well, because this is, you know, coming from a farm. You don't know if they use pesticides, which if you are buying from a grocery store, they normally do because they're trying to keep their produce looking nice to sell. So rabbits can't have pesticides, obviously. So make sure that you're washing it thoroughly, really getting your hands in there. Don't squish when you dry though. Don't like push down, because that does wilt the leaves more. But as you can see, there is still stems, but the stems that are here do have leaves on them, so he'll eat that. He just won't eat a stem that's like this. So if I feed him like a stem, he's like, what are you doing? This is not what I want. So this is actually a lot more cilantro than I bought last week, so I'm assuming this is gonna make a lot more than normal, just based on all this stuff. But I'm gonna go ahead and now do the turnip greens, in which I do the same thing. So I chop off the stems and just use the leafy part. The leafy part is what's giving your rabbit the most nutrients. The darker the better. So, you know, like the stem is really not doing anything for them. Everything is now 100% washed and dried. The kale came cut, so I didn't have to cut it, but bok choy does have a lot of a white stem to it, which your rabbit doesn't really need, so I did end up throwing away a lot of the kale, or the bok choy. Like, this is all bok choy. So I don't know if I'm gonna buy that again, because it does seem like a waste and I don't really like to do that. Eventually I would like to do a compost and a bunny garden where I can like grow all of his stuff for him, but I got him this year and it was already pretty late in the season to start a garden. For those of you who are gonna ask about the paper towel and the plastic bags, I do understand that it's probably a waste. However, I live with my parents. We all share this fridge, so I'm not able to just like have a whole fridge for him. Eventually I'm going to get a mini fridge, and eventually I'm going to move out. So this is all temporary, but I do know it's a waste, but there's really no other way to do it, since Archie is my pet and it's not my parents' like responsibility to have all of his stuff in their fridge all the time. So the plastic bags and the paper towels save a lot more space than putting it in a plastic. Okay, so I have all of my I have all my vegetables lined up around me, and I have a measuring cup, and then I'm going to take paper towel. I take 2 pieces of paper towel and I lay it down like this. So I take a small handful of each vegetable, so this is bok choy. The leaves are very big on the bok choy, so I'm probably only gonna do a small handful, not even a handful. Smush it down all the way, because if you're just putting it like this, then that's already 2 cups. So you wanna squish it down, take a little bit of each vegetable, or leafy green, whatever. This is kale, and then I'll do a handful of cilantro, and a tiny bit of turnip greens to make it 2 cups, like that. And then I dump it on my 2 pieces of paper towel. Of course, now it's not gonna come out because I squished it. Like so. Rabbits don't really care if it's mixed up, so you don't need to do that. And then I kind of wrap it like a little, like, snowball type of thing, like this. And I stick it in a plastic bag, so there can be about like 6 in each bag if I do it right. And I just keep making little sachets like this, until all of the vegetables are gone. So that is how I prep my rabbits' food for the week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see any more bunny related videos, please let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.